Today, we will talk about judgment, what it is, how it works, and examples. A judgment is a court decision that settles a dispute between two parties by determining the rights and obligations of each party. This can include requiring monetary compensation or the transfer of property, as well as non-monetary requirements, such as performing a service for the other party. There are countless types of judgments that more specifically break a judgment between financial/monetary or non-financial/non-monetary. Most of the time, a judgment will be for a sum of money because money is the most appropriate form of compensation for the harm. As of 2018, judgments are no longer reported on a debtor's credit report. For the winner of a lawsuit, a court judgment is only the first step in getting the money they are owed. Actually collecting the money from the debtor can be a long, arduous, and not always successful process. However, judgments are legally enforceable. So, if the debtor does not voluntarily pay the judgment, the creditor can take steps such as conducting a debtor's examination, seizing bank accounts, putting a lien on the debtor's property, or hiring a debt collector. For example, if a borrower does not repay a loan or a credit card debt, the lender or creditor can obtain a judgment to force the borrower to pay. In a regulatory context, corporate defendants seek to reach a negotiated settlement rather than risk a costly and unpredictable litigation process. Courts in the United States distinguish between two different types of actions, civil and criminal. Civil actions represent disputes between two individuals or organizations, while criminal judgments seek punishment for violations of criminal law, such as theft or fraud. A summary judgment is a judgment made by a court or judge without conducting a full trial. This allows both litigants to avoid the expense of a full trial. However, if a party moves for summary judgment, the judge will always examine the facts in the light most favorable to their opponent. While a judgment should not be ignored, there are ways to protect some property from being collected, such as state laws that offer exemptions for certain types of property, like a primary home or vehicle, as long as the value is below a certain limit. When collecting a judgment, creditors can try to seize any property that is not exempt under state laws. This can include real property, vehicles, bank accounts, securities, wages, or even future claims on property. However, debtors may be able to protect any property if its loss would cause them undue hardship, and most creditors will generally not pursue tangible personal property unless it is especially valuable. The court system consists of various levels including trial courts, appellate courts, and the Supreme Court. In these courts, evidence is presented and decisions are made by judges or juries called judgments. Judgments may result in financial or non-financial implications for a debtor to make the creditor whole, and appeals can be made on these judgments. Here are 4 key takeaways. 1. Judgment is a court decision that settles a dispute between two parties by determining the rights and obligations of each party. 2. Judgments are usually monetary, but can also be non-monetary, and are legally enforceable. 3. Whereas civil judgments adjudicate disputes between private individuals, a criminal judgment is the result of legal action by the government for breaking criminal laws. 4. Creditors can collect a monetary judgment by seizing the money or property of a debtor. Hope this would help. Thanks for watching.